Hi guys, hi lovely people. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. So if this is your first time of seeing this pretty face, as usual, try to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. So today I'll be teaching you guys how to make this 6 pieces short dress I'm putting on with bustier. So I'll be showing how to cut it from start to finish. It's very easy to make. It's very easy to sew and it's very easy to cut as well. Just follow the instruction, watch it from start to finish. Don't skip any part. Watch it so you'll be able to get the full details of this beautiful gown I'm putting on, and I would like you to make yours too after watching this video as well. So we'll be going over to our work table. I'll be folding my material into two like this as usual. Before cutting, you fold your material into two like this. So this white this allowance of 2 inches you're seeing here is for my button space allowance, and this is the front part of my dress. This is my button space allowance. So all my measurements now we start from that. We start after the markings, the chalk there. All my measurements will start from there because this 2 inches allowance I've given, I won't be attaching my measurement to it because for my buttonhole. So now I've inserted my bust point. That's my bust point, my under bust, and my half length. You have to place your tape on the shoulder of the person you're making the clothes for to get their exact bust point, under bust, and half length because the sizes it varies from size to size. So now I divided my nipple to nipple measurement into two, which is this chalk line you're seeing like this. I divided it into two. It gave me 4.5. I made it 5 plus my sewing inches allowance because my nipple to nipple measurement is 9. Like I said earlier, it varies. It's not what you measure. It's not what you have in your own that I'll have in my own. So now coming in by 1 inches. Then under bust as well, I'll come in by 1.5 inches. Same thing, I'll bring it down to my half length. So I'll bring it down to my half length, 1.5 inches. I'll mark it and I'll give it a nice curve to meet that upper 1 inches I came in. So see it, I've made the curving. So this is the full length of my gown. Before folding this 6 pieces gown, you have to measure the flare, the amount of how large, how big you want your flare to be. So I'm using 11 inches for my flare down. So at that my half length, as you can see the markings, I just have to slant it down to my flare measurement. I used 11 for it. Then if I should open it up, it will be 22. So that's what I used. Then you have to slant it from your waist line. You slant it like this. Remember that's my button space allowance, and this is where our original markings measurement starts from, the center piece. So I've cut it out. I'll place this front part on top of the material to cut out the both sides of the front. We are still in the front part of this cloth. So I'll place this on top of this folded materials. I folded it like this to cut out the both sides of the front. You see how I cut it. Just watch, relax, don't be in a hurry so you get what we are trying to do here. Sewing can be very easy, it can be easy, trickish, but at the end of the day, you get the result of what you're actually looking for. So So I'll cut out this part. After cutting it out, now I will insert my measurements. I'll measure what I have at this bust point. You know, it's on top of the sides of the other side of the material. So I'll measure it out and place my tape out like this. I'm minusing the actual measurement I got on top of that place to get my main bust measurement. So -5 to give me, I'll then add it the remaining measurement I need to get my bust measurements. I don't know if you get this explanation, but just watch closely and see what I'm doing. That's my actual bust measurement. Then I'll be adding my sewing allowance. I'll be adding 2 inches sewing allowance to it. If you like, you can add 1.5 inches. You can make it two. You can make it 2.5. You can also make it 3 inches as well, depending on what you like. Then that's my under bust measurement. I'll measure what I have there and bring it out to get my actual under bust measurement. I will insert it there and add my sewing allowance 2 inches. So my under bust measurement and my half length measurement is actually almost is the same thing. So that same three I have there, I will minus it like this and insert my measurements. You know, our measurements are divided into four. So I'll input my sewing allowance. So that's my slant line I'm drawing. Remember the measurement I told you I'm using for the flay is 11. So you make sure that that place is that same measurement you used at the front, at the center piece of the front material. So now I'll be inserting my shoulder measurements. If you like, you can insert it now. You can insert it after joining your materials together. But I will insert my shoulder measurements, my armhole, and that's all. So after inserting my shoulder measurement, I just cut it out immediately. So this is it. Remember, that's my front part. So it's being folded. So this is how it looks like. It's already looking good. Yes. I have to notch that my button space allowance. So I'll get my, I want to cut my neck. You know, it's gonna be, it will have a bishop collar. Yes, so I came down by 1.5 inches there to cut my neck. Then, you know, as usual, you slant your shoulder. So I came down by 1.5 inches, and the depth is 3.5. The width is 3.5, and the depth is 1.5 inches. So this is the back part of this flay. I'm cutting the back part. So these are that, and these are half length. Just watch closely and see what I'm doing. This is my that part. So I'll place my so normally I divided this material into four using my bust to bust measurement, which is 9. I did it 5. So I marked that straight line, then got attached my dart to it. from top to that point is 9. From that point to the half length is 9. So that's what I did there. And then came in by half inches at that down part to give it that slant curve you're seeing. See how it came out after cutting it. So I'll have to place this on top of my material just like I did at the front part. I'll have to place it like this and cut it out. This part, there's no zipper allowance at the back. There's no button allowance at the back. There is nothing because it's only the front that has button space. So this back is just going to be very easy like this. After cutting out the edge, the side, which you're seeing like this, you insert your measurements just like how we did at the front part. You insert your measurement to get what is at the top of that place, which is 5, like I said. After getting your 5, you bring out your tape like this. You minus that 5 and insert your main measurements. You minus that 5 with the additional measurement that is remaining to get your actual measurement. That's I just inserted my shoulder measurement, and then I'll go down to get my armhole measurement, which is 9. Then after getting my armhole measurement, I'll as well get my bust measurement. So I'll insert it like this with my sewing allowance as usual. So this is my half length. I'll take my measurement, my tape to know what I have there. Might not bring it out and get my actual waist measurement with my additional 2 inches sewing allowance. So the next thing I'll do is to slant it, give it a flay cut. So I have to curve that my armpit area. After doing all these markings, I'll cut it out. So this is how it looks like. It's already looking beautiful. So that is it. The next thing I'll do is to cut out my sleeve. Okay, this is my neck points at the back part, 3 inches, 3.5 inches, and 1 inches depth. So I'll be cutting out my sleeve. I'll insert my full length measurement. Then after inserting my full length measurement, I'll I'll place that's my width, it's my arm, my round sleeve measurement. That is my arm divided by 4, divided by 2, sorry. See how I placed my tape to get the actual cutting for this. I'll come down by 3 inches, then I'll have to curve it like this. It's very easy to cut your sleeve. So if you find this video very helpful, don't forget to click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Subscribe to my channel if you are yet to subscribe for more effective learning with Sophia Gold. It can be very fun and easy to learn with me. So this is the part where I inserted my round sleeve measurement. And also try to like this video. It enables people to see this video. Those that don't know about the channel, it helps them to see it. So thank you. I'll be uploading the second part on how to sew it, because this is just the cutting part of this tutorial. The next part I'll be uploading is how to join all those pieces I just cut, and it's very, very, very easy to make. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. If you have any question, anything to ask, you can keep it. You can ask down the comment section below.